So we're having all sorts of technical issues this evening. I'm very sorry, but I can't actually do what I wanted to do, which was switch between the cameras in this particular mode. So sadly, I can't actually show my little face, but I can share with you this amazing DSP, which is the Marbled DSP. It's in our online exclusives, and I'm ever so sorry if you are out there, do say hello so I know you're there. This amazing paper, I'm not quite sure whether you can get the full colourways, has reds and pinks and lots of golds. It's marbled, and as always there are 6 different patterns. Hi Karen, hi Katie, and I'm having all sorts of technical issues, but we're going for it. And there's a pinkier one, there's lots and lots of gold. I'm hoping you can see this if I move them around. And there's another one, and there's another one, and I thought this was a really good one. There's lovely patterns on the other side as well. Hi Debbie, thanks for coming back. Right, so what I thought tonight was I've also, as I suggested, it comes with the suite of dies and stamps. Nod to Valentine's, but love you. The Sending Lots of Love is a beautiful stamp. We've been using it this afternoon. Wonderful heart dies that create amazing different sized hearts, funny enough. Now the other thing I suggested that we did this evening was to make sure you had some card fronts which are 10 centimeters by 14.4, and I've got them in Cherry Cobbler, Melon Mambo and Real Red. And I'm going to just choose one of these. Let's have a little look. That's very pink. Don't want it all pink. Some of them have got pinks and reds in them. That's got Flirty Flamingo in it. I think we'll go with this one. So I'm going to pop those out of my way, and you just need to grab your first piece of 12-inch DSP, and I'll show you briefly what we're going to use. Later on, if you put a note in the comments, I will email this out as to how to do this. But anyway, this is my cutting guide. I'm not going to show it in too much detail tonight, but as I say, if you pop a comment in the comments tonight, I will send one out to you with a tutorial of what I'm actually doing. So the first thing, because I've done it as a metric version, not an imperial, so in centimetres not inches, what you need to do is to take your trimmer and make sure this, pull the leg out on your trimmer and make sure this square is 30 centimetres. You are trimming just a little tiny bit off in 2 directions, so like so, and turn it through 90 degrees, fit it up to the 30 again, and you're making a 30 centimetre square, like so. All will become apparent, because if you don't do this, which is what I didn't do the first time, it doesn't make any sense. Pop your trimmer in, and then it doesn't matter which way with this paper. This is why you can see I don't want directional patterns. Oh, this one actually has got stripes. This is going to be interesting. All you're going to do first of all, this is just for ease of handling, if you are cutting with me, is literally to, the cutting guide will be handy, I'll send one out to you, Katie, is to literally just slice your piece of paper in half. So you've made a 30 centimetre square and you've cut it into 2 pieces. Pop one piece out of there, and then if you look at this, this is the bit we're going to be following. Bring it in here so you can see it. You're going to first of all cut across here from left to right, and this bit here is 12 centimetres, because if you can see I've got 4, 4, 4, that's 12. Okay, I'll show you. So you're going to turn it through 90 degrees, pop it to 12 and cut that piece off like so. So you've got a piece like this. This is the piece, if you can see, this fits on there like so. Okay, and the first thing I do is to cut down this side at 4. Pop that piece to the side, and then turn it and make 3 4cm squares. I'll fit these in a minute onto the guide to show you where I'm up to. There we go. So that one is there, that one is there, and that one is there. And can you see we are slowly but surely chopping up our DSP. Now the next piece, this is the piece that exists in there, and what you're going to do is to take 2 centimeters off the bottom like so, creating a single piece which is 2 centimeters by 11. And then this one, it's a weird measurement because it's in metric, is 3.6 centimeters by 10. 3.6 by 10. And that then fits into, those little bits fit in there, and I'll bring it back up so you can see. So yeah, I'll get you a really good cutting guide. I just need to finish writing it. I didn't have time today. We've been playing a bit of a silly devils. Now you can see, now this piece is the piece that fits. Let me put this down. It's very tricky to show you all of my camera. There we go. This is the bit that goes at the bottom, and the next cut goes across at 8 centimeters. So you've got a rectangle. How can I not see it? There we go. You've got a rectangle, and you need to cut from the top, measure 8 centimeters. So turn it so it's the long side to 8 centimeters. Chop that off. Turn it back through 90 degrees at 8 centimeters. So you've got an 8 centimeter square. That goes in there. Show you what I'm doing. And then this little piece is 7, so cut it at 3.5, creating 2 strips. Okay, I'll show you what I mean in a minute. And then the final piece, you've got this big piece here, which is a rectangle that way. You're going to cut it at 8 centimeters, like so. And then this piece here, you're going to bring it across your trimmer and slice it top to bottom. There we go. Okay. So that's going to be there like that. And I'm hoping if I turn it through 90 degrees, you can actually see there are all my pieces. So we've got 2 triangles, a large rectangle, an 8 centimeter square, 2 strips, 3 strips that are longer, a narrow strip, and 3 4 centimeter squares. Okay, so that's the first half. It gets easier. The second half, I'll turn it that way so you can see it better. So this is my second piece, is going to go onto there like that. And this piece is 7 centimeters. So bring that to 7. Like so. I'm going to then, the next piece is 10 centimeters. Like so. This one I'm going to cut on the diagonal. Like so. And then this piece I'm going to cut, which way round are we? Let's make sure we fit it in the right way. That way. I'm going to cut it at 6. Okay. And I'll pop those on so you can see. And there we go. Hopefully you can see those are the pieces. Has anybody managed to keep up, or are you all just watching me? There we go. Okay. Now what you can do is then do what I do, which is just make a pile of pieces like so. pop the cutting guide and the trimmer out of the way. Bring back the other piece. This is the other one, so I can just remind you. There we go. There's the other one. I'm going to take all of these pieces off. I seem to have lost a triangle. That's over here. You're having a go. Well done, Katie. So tell me if you need me to repeat something while I just gather up all my bits and pieces off of here. But so if you, and whether you're on right. So, and then it really is simply, this is my fun part, is just taking one of your cardstock bases and choosing a piece of card and going for it and seeing what you can do. And what I tend to do is to lie a few out. Let's move some of these over the sides and just see where they fit, because some fits better than others, so you might want to have a go. See, that's a very red piece, those are very long. Let's have a see what we got. Oh, there's a shorter one. And there's a red one, that's got a bit more pink in it, you see. So that would be one I would think, or I might actually turn that. That's too red. So I might have that one a bit like that. And you just need to grab another one and let's have a see what happens here. What have we got here? The triangles I like using. The triangles, this is what I discovered to do with the triangles. I pop the triangles here and here. Very strange doing it in this light because I can't actually quite see what I'm doing. And then take the stripy bit. That's too red, so I might find the red one. You can't see how red this is or not. And you just start to glue, and they start to fit on there. Okay, so I'm going to just glue these ones so you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to pop one up in this corner here, like so. And another one like so. That's the two smaller triangles. Glue them down, and then I'm going to just pop that one across the middle like so, because the Softly Scripted, now if you haven't found this suite, it's on the online exclusives. I think they're beautiful, but I've had to sort of play with them to work out what I wanted to do, and I just thought they'd be ideal tonight. So there you go, there's one card front. Pop that out of the way. I am going to go for this one, but I think I'm going to stick it onto red again because I think there's more red in it than pink. Let's have a try. Oh yes, we're going to go with red. And you literally are just gluing and sticking, and then I'm going to add this one at the bottom. It's very definite paper, this. I'll show you some that I've made. Some of you will get some in the post because I've made them into some of my Christmas cards with one of the sheets from the Sentimental Christmas. Right, what else have we got? Oh, we've got a big piece. Now this one, if you've noticed, will be slightly too big. So this is the only one that is slightly too big, and it's because our paper is not the 15. So bring your trimmer back in and just cut this long one to 14.4, like so. Just nibble a little bit off the bottom, and then it will fit in beautifully on the bottom down there. And again, it's entirely up to you. You could use ribbon, you could add embellishments, you could do whatever, and can't wait to see. As I say, we'll do a tutorial as to how to do this. Why is that not looking straight? It is. There we go. And I think with this one I probably would leave it like that. I'll run it through an embossing folder, or you see, you could just pop some of the hearts. There's a white one here somewhere, there's an embossed one here, and pop some of the hearts on the top like so. That's another one. Now what have we got? We've got pink. So I think this time I'm going to go for this one here. Try the cherry cobbler. It's funny with this paper, it's yeah. Anyway, so I'm going to go for the cherry cobbler, pop it in the middle, just simply gluing these on, and there we go. I'm going to stick that one right in the middle like so. There we go. And I'm going to do a landscape one. Ooh, I quite like that on there. And actually, if I had some, I would put some dimensionals on there and just lift that, but I'm going to just pop it on the end there. And then when I do my sentiments, you see, I can get a little, I've got one here in this packet. Let's get him out. I've got a very tiny, oh come on, you see I've got a tiny white heart that I'm just going to glue into there like so, and straight away I've changed it ever so slightly. That's another one. And then what else have I got? I've got a pink one. And now this is quite an interesting thing. I think I might need to do this on a, no, I'll do it on the pink. With the big triangles, what I've done is I've turned one over. Definitely think it needs to be on the red. It's mad, this paper. It's right, so what we're going to do is we're going to glue this one down. Has anybody managed to cut up their DSP in any vague shape or form? I'm going to glue this one down on this side like so, and make sure it's tight to the corners. That's where I like using the Tombow, because you do just have that little bit of wiggle room if you can't quite make it work. There we go. Still not got it on straight. There we go. And then the other one, I'm not going to stick it down flat. No, you need the guide. That's okay, Karen, it's coming. As I say, I've had a bit of an emergency with my mother this morning, and it would have been ready for you, but I'm only part way through it. This one I'm going to glue, but I'm not going to glue fully down. I'm just going to glue down the long edge and along the bottom. Now obviously it's up to you exactly how you stick all this lot together, but I like doing this one. Not quite sure about the colours here, but we'll keep going, because what you end up with is a pocket in here, see? And you can use one of your pieces to create a tag. You can, in fact I will do, I'll just grab a pair of scissors. I'll just, almost missed a couple of cuts on the first half. Oh no. I'm going to just use my scissors and fishtail this strip to make a tag that is just going to go into there, into my pocket. So when I come to stamp my sentiments, I've got somewhere to pop something like so. And what else have we got? Oh, we've got a nice one here, just literally a simple card front. This is very simple. The beauty of it is you end up with different layouts that you maybe didn't think about, you maybe hadn't thought you could try, but they all sort of work. So there we go, that is literally just, you can see, a very simple ordinary card front. Oh, I've got an itchy ear, you didn't need to know that. And that one will go beautifully onto, oh, I thought I had a, I'm sure I had a card base here somewhere. Anyway, like so, there's another one, pop that one up there. What have we got left? Oh, I've got some few pieces here, and I've got 2 more pink ones. So this one, this is the fun part, it's a bit like doing Jenga or a jigsaw puzzle. It's actually working out how you can make your cards with all these pieces. I'm not convinced that I've got the colours in this light right, and I'm going to take one of the shorter strips. Now what I want is a little bit of ribbon, which I haven't got here, but I would normally put a piece under that, but I won't tonight. I'll just hold it there so you can see it. That's that one. And then I've got a rectangle, a smaller rectangle with some red in it, a square like so, and I'm just going to do something completely abstract like so, because the paper is very, very abstract. As I say, like so. Like so. Now when we do, I'm going to come on live next Tuesday, fingers crossed, and show you how to make a mini album. I will have the cutting guide ready, so if you're going to be joining me live, let me know and I'll make sure you've got one before we start. But actually that's really easy, because it isn't actually very much cutting, it's more about folding. But so there we go. I've ended up with one little square, which I'll probably find somewhere to put on. I've got those 2. I've got this one. I've got the one with the pocket. That's 3, that's 4. I've got 2 landscape ones, like one like so, one like that. That's 6, 7, 8. There we go. And I will just show, it didn't take me very long actually. I will